When it was time to get it lit, we got it hot like fever.
Sick with the talk, the pass to your receiver.
All about running the spot.
And you know we got breath control, so no need to take a breather.
Cardio kingpin.
Subjugate the dub play.
And you know we can't wait to bring spins.
A-star quizzes, A+ the final.
Vocals we align, we'll move it all
simultaneously over joints we rock.
We earn
30 years so you can say we got
3 turns.
Live off the board, unlike you and your chess men.
We install doubt in you and your
With the sound is our thing, relieving the kings of all crowns. Are you ready? Are you set? Then jump to the rhythm as hard as you can go.
keep it steady. To the letter, right? Turn it up, y'all keep the flow.
But can you rock it like rocket fuel?
What you talking about? Space out your mind.
But can you rock it like rockets,
That's a
fool?
close encounter of what kind?
Ready, set, steady, bang.
Then jump to the rhythm as hard as you can go.
Turn it up, y'all keep the flow.
Coach, thanks. Located appropriately for his career win total at 347 Don Shula Drive. There's a look at Hard Rock Stadium here in Miami, Florida. The excitement brewing here in South Florida as a moment ago the Dolphins starters were introduced to this home crowd. They're fired up as well as they get set to match up with Carson Wentz and the Philadelphia Eagles. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Right there, Mike 51. Here we go. Watch tight end, watch tight end. Tight right. Hey!
Got a man open. That's Devontae Parker complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Nice way to start the drive. A gain of 12 and a first down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll run with a second-year man from ASU, Kalen Ballage. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Dolphins first down.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Fitzpatrick to throw it. This one into the hands of the running back, Ballage. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
Showing it.
On the ground, the rookie Myles Gaskin, the former Washington Husky. And a lot of talent on this Eagle defense, and you've seen it on these last two plays, both losses.
Yes, indeed. That play there, that reminds me of some of the guys that I played with that have that suddenness, able to get into the backfield almost about the time the ball snapped and make a play. How about that tackle for a loss?
Absolutely. He did a lot of that last week when he was named the NFC Defensive Player of the Week. One of the guys on the team was saying, we called him the disruptor, and that's carrying forward again.
Makes sense, doesn't it?
Catch number 40 for him on the year. It's a first down. And catches like that, that's what the Dolphins envisioned when they took Gesicki high in the second round a season ago. He did have 22 catches as a rookie, but did not find the end zone. Certainly feels more comfortable wearing number 88, his old college number, after sporting 86 as a rookie. Now a nice play defensively on first down as this is knocked away and incomplete. Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. They run it with Ballage. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up 3rd down. The 7th play now of this opening drive. This is 3rd and long, though. from the shotgun. It's Fitzpatrick. And that will be incomplete. Will Parks there in coverage to knock it away.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game, but this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football, because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance. If they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing, it puts them in that position.
Now a two-time 1,000-yard rusher for the Bears. This is Jordan Howard. And he'll find a little space. He gets us up near the 10. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7. Leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
2nd and 3 at the 9-yard line.
A good run. Got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. Wentz off the fake handoff to Howard. Gets this to his running back, Jordan Howard. And they'll bring him down right around the 13. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
Well, that was a pretty favorable situation there. What would you call that? 2nd and manageable? Smart play, too. Didn't force it downfield when he didn't have it. Just checked it down, let him get the first down, and that's exactly what he did.
Jet sweep. This is Jeffrey, and that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line.
Back to you. I'm going back to you.
Now on 2nd and 13. Wentz, he's going to let this go deep for Jackson. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That one good for 37 yards.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great, and what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big game. This is Corey Clement, the third-year back from Wisconsin. And he'll fight his way forward to about the 48-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at their 48-yard line.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
We want it. Come to my work. Check 15. Check 15.
Working from the gun. Wentz throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. Jerome Baker right there in coverage.
Let's give some credit to the defensive guys on that play. Able to bat that one away. Sure looked like they were trying to hit the corner route.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9.
He's coming. Great. We got double up.
From the gun, it's Wentz. Going to go to Clement here out of the backfield. And they'll bring him down right at midfield, and he is well short of the first down. Give him 2 yards on that play, and that's going to make it 4th down. Now on 4th down, it's Cameron Johnston on to punt it away. Jakeem Grant back deep for Miami. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. Yeah, he was looking for the checkup bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. And this passing game's whole offense really didn't show up in the loss last week, and it hasn't started all that great here either.
Yeah, and they can't let that incompletion become an uh-oh moment. Like, oh boy, here we go again. Just like last week, each game is its own entity, treated as such.
Ball on the 30 as they come up, 2nd and 10. Milage. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Rodney McLeod. And they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory.
At the 47-yard line.
20!
On first down, they run with Howard. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
From the 44, Wentz. And he slings one that's incomplete. He was looking for Jordan Howard that time. And now it's 3rd down.
Well, touch and time are critical for those types of throws. He put a lot of zip on that one. Needed just a little bit more finesse trying to get it to his back.
And the line to gain here is the 37 on 3rd down. Here's Wentz to throw. Jackson's got it over the middle. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. 10 yards there and an Eagle first down.
As an unbiased observer, I think it would have been interesting to see what they would have done if they hadn't gotten the first down there. But since they did, I guess the point is moot.
Yeah, they were right there in that middle ground, field goal range, punt, go for it. But as you said, they picked it up. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Shotgun now for Wentz. Ertz has it left side. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. 12 more yards there and another first down.
I got kicked out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size, can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
Wentz now on first down. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. Wentz to throw again. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Well, he kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
Now Wentz on 3rd down. And that is incomplete. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
The kick by Elliott is good. And the Eagles, they take a 3-0 lead. So chalk that down as an 8-play drive capped with a field goal.
Yeah, as a friend of mine used to say, they were moving and grooving for a while, but they couldn't keep the momentum going enough to get a touchdown out of it.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. First down, Miami, as they get set to start the drive. And this is a unit that, to be frank, doesn't look like they've woken up yet. I mean, a punt and a turnover on their first two drives.
And I think the game's starting to take shape a little bit now, and I'm going to take it into the basketball world. When you're having trouble scoring or moving the ball in basketball, what do? Get it to their best player, right? Find a matchup, create it, exploit it, and try and move the football.
They'll run here with Balaj. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up third down.
We think, Brandon, I like the intensity this defense is showing right here in these first few drives. They're not just holding the line because they're doing their job, but they're doing more than that, aren't they? They're getting a nice push into the offensive backfield.
And a great example right there for the loss on the tackle. On third down, Fitzpatrick. And it's caught by Parker. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. 17 yards for the Dolphins there as they've got themselves a first down.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Now Balaj. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And down to the 28-yard line. 3-0 after one on EA Sports. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Here's Gaskin. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last two plays.
This has been a good drive so far, and it's been the running game for the most part that's powered them down there. Another nice burst there, picking up a first down. Now it's 1st and 10, as you said, in the red zone.
Right, 80! Mike 51. Hey, watch the slant.
Going to give this time to the tailback. And he'll fight his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. This defense against the run, by the way, they're not top 5, but they are top 10.
So what's your philosophy here? Do you try and run the ball against a team that's pretty good against the run? What if you're a pretty good running team? If so, you might want to go ahead and run it anyway because that's your strength.
Off the play fake here, Fitzpatrick. Blitz coming, and down he goes.
Well, nothing takes a start to have a good drive quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
So now after the sack, 3rd and long, and Fitzpatrick and company a little work to do. Fitzpatrick. And Wilson has it. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Albert Wilson, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Dolphins have taken the lead. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Wentz. Ertz over the middle. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 12 yards there and a first down.
First down, Eagles.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
They'll run on first down. Howard. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
On 2nd and 9, Wentz. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 16 yards, a first down. So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 47. On 1st and 10, it's Clement. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
They run out of the gun with Clement. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of the yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Running with Howard. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Now they'll throw it. Wentz got his man complete over the middle. That's Jackson. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone.
You can't block me. You can't block me.
Wentz to throw on 3rd and 1. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
Trying to get that one to his tight end, and they've been trying to get the ball to him, but as of yet, unable to successfully complete one. But you know there's usually a nice comfort zone in throwing to the tight end. Great sight lines, usually right in the middle of the field.
The field goal unit's going to stay put on the sideline. They're going to go on 4th down here. They'll try and run for it. He'll have a first down inside the 10. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Jordan Howard with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And once again, the Eagles are back out in front. Elliott good on the extra point, and the lead is now 10-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. This will be taken in at the 1. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line.
The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive that culminated in a touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one. It doesn't matter where you start with the football now. They have to feel great about their opportunity.
Operating from the 27 now. Here's 2nd and 3. On the toss, here's Balaj. They'll only get a couple up to about the 30.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stop that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. He's up over 50 yards receiving now in this first half. It's a first down. On 1st and 10, Fitzpatrick. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Now Fitzpatrick. Brought in over the middle by Grant.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes and they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection work.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Will Parks. And he'll return this one just shy of midfield to the 49.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
They'll begin the drive with Howard. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. Call that a loss of 5 yards on the play. And it'll make this a 2nd and long.
Go. 120! Let's get that ball right here.
To throw is Wentz. Over the middle, complete. It's Jackson. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
It's a gain of 11.
Some think that teams really won't throw a slant route unless you have a receiver that has a lot of stature to him. But sometimes the little guys, they get lost in there. People can't really locate them, and they run that quick cut on the slant, and oftentimes they can turn it into big plays.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. They're going to run the jet sweep on 3rd down. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. It's a gain of a yard, and it takes us to the 2-minute warning. 2 minutes remaining in the first half. 10-7, our score. A reminder, coming up at halftime, we'll send you up to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman is there, and he'll have stats and scores from a busy Sunday in the NFL. And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. And that'll hit in the end zone. Much too much leg there. That'll be a touchback. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And 2 picks thrown here in this first half alone. We'll see how that affects it.
Can't wait to see where his confidence is, because the great ones, they'll throw 4 or 5 picks, and while it'll hurt their team, it won't hurt their confidence. They'll think something was just wrong with the ball or the wind or something was funny. It's never about them. That's how they stay so into the moment and into the game.
To throw again on 2nd down. Fitzpatrick. Throw left side, complete. It's Grant.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
The Dolphins on 3rd down. They've hit 4 of 7. This will be 3rd and 5. Working out of the gun, Fitzpatrick. And unable to connect, incomplete. Well, give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. A good return there, 17 yards. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Still more than a minute to go, so there is time if they want to mount something here.
Not only time, but they have 3 timeouts at their disposal as well, so that changes everything that you're doing here. Without those timeouts, you can only work the sidelines, hoping to get out of bounds. Here, the middle of the field is still available because you can call timeout and regroup.
At the 23-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Wentz going to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Really nice play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball, but for the guys on the offensive line, they're doing a nice job of trying to protect their passer. But when a guy hops in the air and goes airborne to try and knock one away, it's difficult because you can't reach out and grab him. That'll be a holding penalty. So all you're trying to do is make some type of a play on him, make some type of contact to try and get his arms out of the sky.
Wentz leaves with Clement on the draw. And he'll be stopped short of the first down as they rally to tackle him at about the 28. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. 44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. That'll wind up being a 50-yard punt, though they do get 10 back on the return. And it'll be Dolphin football. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something.
Pressure from his right, and he goes down hard, flat on his back.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. Thank you, sir. A field goal separates these two teams as we come back for this second half. This is taken at the 3. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Around the NFL, second quarter in Indianapolis. And it's the Titans who are off to the early lead in that ball game. And we'll be sure to keep an eye on that one as we go along here. They go with Howard to begin the drive. And give him 6 yards here as he's stopped near the 35 at the 34.
Let's talk a little football 101 here because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
You must be getting tired of seeing me.
On 2nd down and 4, Wentz got a man. It's the rookie, J.J. Arcega-Whiteside. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front, defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
On 2nd down, Clement. And good penetration here. He'll get this down only to about the 49-yard line. Just a yard there, so it brings up a tough 3rd and 12. Now Wentz. He's going to float this one deep right side. And that is caught one-handed. Oh, my, he pulled it in. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Now, that's now 2 big catches on this drive for him.
You know, the NFL keeps talking about the possibility of using video for coaching on the sidelines. That's not approved yet, but you can still use pictures. They've got to send his picture down to their defense and say, you see him? Cover him.
On 1st and goal, Howard. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal.
Well, Brandon, we always know that once you score 1 touchdown,
you're 2.
You're without a doubt. And so far today, he's got 1, but was denied as he tried to get the 2nd one.
Howard all alone in the backfield on 2nd and goal. Now Wentz. This will be caught just inside the 10. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 6. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down. Well, they tried to swing it out left into the flat, complete, but really nice open field tackling.
And they played that one like a great boxer. They were on their toes on that one. They weren't back on their heels reacting to the play. No, they saw it, came right for it, and made a nice tackle for lost yardage.
So backed up to the 6 now, 3rd and goal.
Check 24, check 24. I know he ain't got it. 40, 82, 40. 52, Mike, 52. Coming this way, coming this way.
Now Wentz. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
I know every offense wants to start their snaps closer to the goal line, but it's actually harder to throw the ball in those situations. You throw into that tight coverage, you see what happens. Hard to get the ball in there.
Not enough space there. Lucky maybe that it wasn't intercepted. And the kick by Elliott is good. And the lead stretches to 6 here. It's 13-7. That drive took him inside the 10. Good job defensively to hold him to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there because they didn't give up a touchdown in that situation, right? Made them kick the field goal. And, yeah, points went against them, but that feels a whole lot better running off the field.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get out.
Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. Fletcher Cox, he continues to wreak havoc in the offensive backfield. Sack number 16 on the year. So now after the sack, 3rd and long, and Fitzpatrick and company a little work to do. 3rd and long for Ryan Fitzpatrick. He's going to wind up and air it out. And the throw there going to be incomplete. It's been this way most of the afternoon, hasn't it? This secondary, it really put this receiving core on lockdown.
Listen, they've worked together like a basketball team that's playing excellent defense. Great communication, doesn't matter whether it's man or zone. And especially against deep balls, as we saw there, they're not giving up anything to them.
A nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
On 2nd down now, it's Howard. And once again, the Dolphin defense holds firm as they'll stop him behind the line of scrimmage. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And that's going to lead to a 3rd and 12.
52 to Mike. Watch twist.
Working from the gun. Wentz. Trying to get it to Jackson, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Raekwon McMillan. And he will score. Touchdown, Miami. Sanders on for the extra point. And that one puts them on top here in the third. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This is taken at the 3. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
Let's put them on the buses. Let's put that team on the bus.
Now Wentz to try again after the pick six. Throw out right, hauled in by Arcega-Whiteside. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
First down, Philadelphia.
Check tight. 43 is the mic, boy. 43. Check. 43. Let's go, D. It's going to be a long day offense.
Now Howard. And he's across midfield and into Miami territory. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Tough day, tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Wentz now to throw. High throw, but the catch is made. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. That catch, by the way, number 542 in his NFL career. That draws him level with Lance Allworth, who was a Hall of Famer with the Chargers back in the 60s and 70s.
Yeah, the man they called Bambi. So if you're in that type of territory, catch the same number of passes he caught, you know you're on your way to a big-time career. And just think, he's not through yet.
That's caught by the big tight end, Dallas Goedert. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 31-yard line. Gotta say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
Nothing fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, he often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for 2nd down, staying ahead of schedule. Out of the gun, this is Howard. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down. We often give credit to the O-line there. 2 tight end formation. Those tight ends block pretty well also.
Yeah, and that's one of the most dynamic positions in football now. The tight ends who can block at the line of scrimmage at the point of attack, and they can also get downfield and catch the football.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. 5 yards, a good run there, and now 2nd and goal. When we talk about being on schedule, I think they're on schedule after that run, getting it right down there on the doorstep.
Maybe even a little bit ahead, because now the defense can't dictate with pressure. They're guessing about where you're going to go. I might come right back at them with the same play, the same set, and see if they can stop them.
Howard all alone in the backfield on 2nd and goal. He'll get it up the middle. And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1. 5 yards on first down, but now just a 1-yard pickup there on second. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal.
Rush in, rush in, rush in. Sunday.
Trying to punch it in with Howard. And he will take this one in for an Eagle touchdown. Jordan Howard with his 14th touchdown of the year, 2nd of the game. And the Eagles have retaken the lead. Elliott now to add the extra point. And that'll make this a 6-point game.
Next to score, Eagles 40, Dolphins 14.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. They'll stay on the ground. Balaj again. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 11 yards there, 1st down.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there.
Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack.
Man, I got you.
Here's Fitzpatrick. And throw right side complete to Parker. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means they have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
And he has another 1st down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 41-yard line.
And the Dolphins 1st down.
So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 41.
Hey, defense, let's go.
80 weapon.
Here's Fitzpatrick. And he will find his big tight end over the middle. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 25-yard line.
This quarterback now, 5 straight completions here in this 2nd half. 1st and 10. They'll run now with Gaskin. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Tackle made that time by Brandon Graham. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. From the shotgun, it's Fitzpatrick. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up third.
Anytime a ball's thrown in the middle of the field and it's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch. It doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw.
Whenever they're trying to attack a zone defense, you're trying to figure out where your gaps are going to be. And depending on what type of zone they're playing, it could be on the outside, it could be in the middle, it could be in the seams, in the edges. In this case, they tried to attack the middle of the field, but this zone defense didn't allow it because they were able to see the ball come off the quarterback's hands, and everyone was able to react to the football and knock it away.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. I guess the good news as they start this drive is that they still do have the lead, Charles. If their defense hadn't been able to hold them to a field goal on the other side, they'd be down. But now it's about preserving that very small lead.
It is preserving and maybe stretching it out a little bit because if you're a starter on that side of the ball, I certainly hope you didn't loosen up your shoulder pads or start to cut the tape off because if you did it way too soon. They've got to go back out there with renewed vigor, for lack of a better term, and also a good plan. They need points, and they need them now.
To throw again on 2nd down. Wentz. And on the catch right side, this is Sanders. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Let's go, D. Tighten up. Let's go, D. Tighten up.
They'll try and run for it with Sanders. Well, he's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker, and what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Yards on the return. But for a moment, looked like he had a shot to go all the way. And this offense will take over right at the midfield stripe with a 1st and 10. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch.
52 and 56, 52 and 56.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Fitzpatrick to throw it. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. On 3rd down, Fitzpatrick finds a seam inside the 40, and it's caught by Parker. And down right around the 37. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Dolphin 1st down.
That's good for Dolphins. 1st down.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. From the gun, Fitzpatrick. It's caught right side, it turns. Give him a couple on the catch, it's 2nd and 8. That time they hit him out of the slot on the drag.
And that route takes some fortitude from the guy running it because he knows he's going through the briar patch, as I like to call it, right? He's trying to work his way through all that traffic.
Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. Brandon Graham, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. So now after the sack, 3rd and long, and Fitzpatrick and company a little work to do. Throwing on 3rd and long. Fitzpatrick, he's going to go for a big play. This is caught inside the 15. A gain of 32 that time.
That could very well be a defining play in this game. A touchdown, that gives them the lead, and they took a major step towards getting there with that big play right there.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. This is Gaskin on the carry. And he's going to get it inside the 10 to the 7-yard line. A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4. Now a stoppage here as it looks like we've got a Dolphins shaking up on the play. We'll get an update when we come back to Hard Rock Stadium. They come out here in the eye. The battle in the trenches never more important than right now. This is 3rd and inches. And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. And he won't have the touchdown, but he will have the 1st down as he's tackled at the 2. And they got 3 yards. That's enough. A conversion, and now it's 1st and goal. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he's going to bowl his way into the end zone for the Dolphins score. Myles Gaskin, his 2nd touchdown on the season, as his guys are able to regain the lead. And it's no good. Well, that could be a critical miss here in a one-score game in the 4th. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. This is fielded at the chalk of the 10. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line.
At their own 35-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
Almost unstoppable on the ground there, as that one is good for 39. So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 25-yard line.
Check three.
On 1st down, they go with Clement again. And he'll get it down inside the 20 to the 18-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Throwing on 2nd and 3. Wentz. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Zach Ertz. His 4th touchdown on the year. As his guys have now moved out in front. Elliott good with a PAT. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. We've got a one-score game with inside of 2 minutes remaining. So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. He'll look to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Now a loose football. The ball comes out, and it's picked up by the Eagles. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line.
Well, that simply is a missed opportunity. They're in position. If they take the ball downfield and score, they've got a chance to win the game. Instead, they cough it up. I don't think next week at practice is going to be a whole lot of fun for him.
On the other side, no bigger time to force a turnover when you've got that small lead.
Yeah, and when you look at it from the offense's perspective, taking care of the ball is so important. I know they're going to have all kind of ball security drills in practice all next week.
It's second and 8 at the Dolphins' 33-yard line.
This, in all probability, another run here on second and 8.
Push him back. Push him back. Watch out, watch out. Watch out.
Another run here with Sanders. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. The Dolphins going to take their second timeout as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down.
There we go. Back. Waiting.
Let's get that home.
On third down, they turn to Sanders. And he is going to have the first down, and that is going to suck the life right out of this crowd. He gets 7 out of it, and he also gets a first.
Well, they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
On first and 10, it's Sanders. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. A gain of 3, second down.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
The last run got 3. Now here's second and 7.
Watch the run. Watch the run. Good shot, baby. That's a baby shot.
The Eagles in the victory formation as they take a knee.
Here we go. 120.
Let's go one more.
So fly, Eagles, fly. It's a victory for Philadelphia. And I tell you what, they were big favorites coming in, but they had to work for this one.
It certainly wasn't the walk in the park that you expected coming into this one. I have a suspicion that in their meetings next week, head coach going to talk to them a little bit about focus, don't you think?
Yeah, because down the stretch, there was some nail-biting going on. And you're right. I think not only the fans, but those folks inside that locker room, they expected a comfortable victory.
Yeah, they certainly did, and that just tells you about the NFL. Any given game, you never know how it's going to turn out. You'd better be ready to play.
So for Philadelphia, the playoffs may be out of reach, but the win gets them to 4-8 on the year. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Dolphins, it was a win they needed to turn the season around, but instead, they fall to 5-7. And they'll try and turn things around next week as they have a date at MetLife Stadium with the New York Jets. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.